Hello, everyone. So often we just think that we are in depression. But is it really depression? Or are we just overthinking too much? Before we begin, I want you to think about something, not your goals or your career, not your future or anything else, just yourself. When was the last time you felt truly peaceful, not entertained or distracted, not busy, peaceful, just peaceful feel? ऐसा कब हुआ था लास्ट टाइम जब तुम बस बैठे थे और तुम्हारे अंदर सब कुछ शांत था? नो प्रेशर और anxiety, नो mental noise, no constant thinking. For many people, it's been a very long time. And maybe that's the problem. Because somewhere along the way, we stop resting. Even when our body rests, our mind doesn't. हम सोते हैं, लेकिन दिमाग नहीं सोता. हम ब्रेक लेते हैं, बट थॉट्स ब्रेक नहीं लेते. हम फ़ोन साइड में रख देते हैं, लेकिन वरीज साइड में नहीं रख पाते. And after months, sometimes years of carrying this invisible weight, we start asking ourselves, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling like this? Why don't I enjoy things the way I used to? And eventually, a scary thought appears. Am I depressed? Now, before we go further, let's be clear. Depression is real. For some people, it's a serious struggle that deserves compassion, understanding, and professional support. But here is something nobody talks about enough. Not every heavy feeling is depression. Not every bad week means you're broken. Not every difficult phase means something is wrong with you. Sometimes you are simply exhausted, mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, spiritually exhausted, and in today's world, that's becoming more common than ever. Think about it. The average person wake up and immediately starts consuming information, notification, messages, videos, news, opinions, problems, advices, more videos, more opinions, more comparisons, and before the day has even started, your brain is already crowded. कभी नोटिस किया है हम इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन कंज्यूम करते हैं कि कभी कभी अपनी ओवर वॉइस सुना है भूल जाते हैं. Everyone is talking, social media is talking, influencers are talking, friends are talking, family is talking, the world is talking. But when was the last time you actually listened to yourself? Not your fears, not your insecurities, not your overthinking, your actual self, because they are not the same thing. And that's where many people get stuck. They think every thought is true, every fear is reality, every worry is prediction. But thoughts are strange. Just because your mind says something doesn't make it true. Your mind can tell you you're behind in life, even when you're exactly where you need to be. Your mind can tell you nobody cares, even when people love you deeply. Your mind can tell you the future will be terrible, even when it has absolutely no idea what tomorrow looks like. That's the thing about overthinking. It sounds intelligent, but often it's just fear wearing a disguise. And because fear sounds convincing, we believe it. Again and again until one day thinking become a habit, not useful thinking, not a problem solving, just endless mental noise. You know what's interesting? Most people today are physically safer than ever before. Yet mentally, many have never felt more threatened, not by reality, by imagination, by possibilities, by scenarios that haven't happened, by conversations that never took place, by future that don't exist. हम फ्यूचर के बारे में इतना सोचते हैं कि प्रेजेंट को ही मिस कर देते हैं. And then we wonder why life feel empty. Because life can only be experienced in the present, not in next month worries, not in next year fears, not in yesterday's mistakes, right here and right now. But overthinking steals that from us, slowly, quietly, without permission. Have you ever noticed how your mind behave at night? The same problem that seemed manageable during the day suddenly feels huge. The same uncertainty becomes terrifying. Nothing changed. Only your mind got tired. And a tired man rarely tells the truth. It tells stories that why not every thought deserves your attention. Read that again. Not every thought deserves your attention. Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean you need to follow it. If a stranger knocked on your door every 5 minutes, you would not invite them all inside. Yet we do that with thoughts. Every fear, every worry, every negative assumption, we welcome them, we entertain them, and then we wonder why our mind feels crowded. The truth is, peace is not found by controlling every thought. Peace comes when you stop believing every thought. Big difference, because the goal is not to have a silent mind. The goal is to stop being controlled by the noise. And maybe that's a wake up call many people need today. You don't always need another productivity video, another self help book, another life hack. Sometimes you need rest, real rest, the kind where you are not trying to become a someone, the kind where you are not trying to fix yourself, the kind where you simply allow yourself to exist without pressure, without comparison, without constantly asking, am I doing enough? Because maybe, just maybe, you have spent so much time trying to improve your life that you have forgotten to experience it. Maybe you have spent so much time chasing happiness that you have forgotten how to notice it. Maybe you have spent so much time thinking about tomorrow that you have forgotten today. And maybe that's why you are tired. Not because you are weak or you are broken or you are failing, but because carrying the entire future in your head every day is exhausting. So tonight, instead of asking, what's wrong with me, try asking, what have I been carrying that I no longer need to carry? That question might change more than you think. Because sometimes healing doesn't begin when you find all the answers. Sometimes healing begins when you finally stop asking questions for a while. Take a breath, slow down. Life is not running away from you. And maybe the peace you have been searching for has been waiting on the other side of your overthinking all along. Keep in your mind, the peace you have been searching for has been waiting on the other side of your overthinking all along. So let's just rest for a minute and just concentrate on your breath. Have a peace. Have just feel your breathe and your life.